All right, my beautiful friends, here we are together again at last. It is Sunday, May 31st, 2020. This is my newest segment of Markets A Look Ahead. Before we look ahead, we have to look back just to Friday. Okay, let's cover real quick what came out of the mouth of Yellowstone. You know who Yellowstone is, right? Jay Powell, Fed chairman. He said two things that really stick out in my head. Okay, number one, he admitted the Federal Reserve has crossed red lines with regard to monetary policy, quantitative easing, buying assets, but it was justified because of the plandemic, scamdemic, whatever you want to call this thing. They've shut down the global economy. They've killed it. The Federal Reserve, this is a black ops operation. You know that. To shut down the money velocity to allow the Federal Reserve to move higher. On that pyramid of world structure, they are going to own it all. Now, so number one, they crossed red lines. He justified why. Okay. Number two, he came out, admitted the Fed asset purchase program that they're involved in right now, issuing debt, this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. I explained this to you months ago. You didn't need to hear it come out of Jay Powell's pie hole, okay? You knew it was coming because I told you. They are not done by such a long shot. Again, this whole thing is a mechanism to allow the Fed to fulfill its destiny, its creation, its inception was for this reason, to become the lender and buyer of last resort, henceforth the owner of the world. And this is why they're funneling trillions of dollars around the world. Good. They're going to play that game. We know what to do. I mean, am I happy about this new world order? Absolutely not. But they got a lock and a stranglehold on this thing right now that is unstoppable. Again, this is a plan, many decades, 100-year-old plan right now by the Federal Reserve to do exactly what they're doing now. We're witnessing a turn of events I think that a lot of us anticipated would happen, but we're seeing it right now. So, looking back, again, what came out of the mouth of Yellowstone himself, I mean, asset purchases, just the beginning. Crossing red lines, more red lines are going to get crossed. What does this mean for the stock market? If the Fed's going to continue to inflate, and I mean inflate by design, unlike anything we've ever seen before, what does it mean for the stock market? How's that for a clue? It's going higher. It's going higher as the distortions get worse. That's all this is. This is an environment of maximum distortions. However, we haven't even reached the peak yet. We're not even close with regard to debt acquisition, with regard to asset purchases. I mean, it's just beyond and freaking beyond. You know that. All right, so let's talk about other assets here. If we know this is going to take place, what does it do for us? It makes life simple. You got to be betting against this debt, becoming your own central bank, holding gold, holding silver more specifically. People hoard it. Hoard physical silver. Find any extra cash you got laying around and buy it. You're going to thank me down the line here. I don't care what they do in the short run. JP Morgan, the metals rigger of all time. All right, they're going to keep rigging the price action. Good. That presents opportunity. All we are looking for, you and me, is opportunity. We will never be fleeced in this environment. If they want to play their game, we're just going to play our game. It's that simple. It couldn't be more simple. Now, with regard to cryptocurrencies, I am a big advocate of cryptos. Bitcoin is over 9,700, going to 10 grand and beyond. With that, it's going to pull the other big cryptocurrencies with it. So these are spots you need to be in, period, the end. All right. Now, with regard to trading in this market, don't bet against it. Again, if you Get my newsletter. There is a link in the description of this video. It's 100% free. You're in all the right spots right now. You're in all the right spots. You've been in the right spots. I mean, come on. Ask anyone that has subscribed to my newsletter, and they'll tell you we are ripping the face off of this market. Are we waiting for a few to turn around? Yeah, we are. But that's why we're buying options that don't expire until 2021. We got it covered from every single angle. They want to play their game. We are going to play ours, like I've been explaining to you since forever. Now, where are the landmines here? There is one landmine here, and it's the 10-year yield. You know that if you follow this blog. I hate where it is right now. I really do, and I look at it all the time. You know, it's 0.65 last time I looked. Look, the 10-year yield should be thought of as a fear gauge. All right. When you see the 10-year yield drop, well, what does that mean? That means that there's fear in the market. You can expect equities to underperform or even drop. You see that 10-year yield go up. What does that mean? Cash is leaving the debt market. It's going into risk on assets. Now, let's talk about the short run moving into next week here. There is a very strong possibility that we are going to see stocks move higher early in the week, okay? Again, unless some other event occurs, some escalation of the U.S.-China trade issues or whatever issues that we have moving forward here. But President Trump's comments were measured on Friday. He didn't want to rattle the market. If he keeps that tone, the market's going to want to move up. So what does that mean for other assets? You see, you got to look at this thing in aggregate, in this bigger picture. So if this turns out to be a risk-on week, gold and silver in the short run could take a hit. You see how simple this is? You just got to put a few pieces together, and it just lines up for you, and you understand where opportunities are going to come up. If, in fact, let's say, and I think there's a high probability that stocks are going to move up this week, especially early in the week. You could see pressure on metals. What does that mean? It's opportunity for you to load up on more of it, okay? With regard to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, obviously the trend is higher here. I mean, these are volatile assets. They move around a lot. But the trend is higher. That's it. So really, honestly, I've laid all this out for you in a way that I really think it makes it clear. You understand what to do and when to do it, more importantly as well. All right, so look, that's where we are, and we're just gonna make it. We're gonna make it work. That's the reason why I'm here, to make it work for you and obviously myself too. We're not gonna lay down, be sheared, be fleeced by this thing that they have thrust upon us all. It's just not happening, not on my watch. All right, this guy right here loves you a lot. Please share the video. Let's get it out there. See you in the morning. I'm looking forward to it.